Dear students, we are in the 7th module where we are learning ledger accounts. So one module I have explained and I explained how you are going to balance the account. So that's very important, and now what I am going to do is 2 modules I am going to explain. One problem I will give. So how we are going to do that I will tell you. First we will write the journal entries. Then what we will do is we will make all the accounts possible. Then from the account we will prepare a trial balance. So that is how we are going to complete the procedure. So I am going to explain the first problem. I will read the problem. Based on the following transactions, write the journal entries, post them into respective ledger accounts and prepare trial balance of Messrs. A and Company. So in this module I am going to explain the problem and the journal entries. Next module will be accounts, various ledger accounts and the trial balance. So the first transaction 2020 October 1st. Cash in hand rupees 2000, cash at bank rupees 68,000, stock of goods rupees 40,000, machinery rupees 1 lakh, furniture rupees 10,000, Messrs. Nair and Company of rupees 15,000, Messrs. Boss and Company of rupees 25,000, and liabilities bank loan rupees 50,000, amount owed to Messrs. Sai and Company rupees 20,000. So in this you have to remember that whatever the assets minus liabilities will be the capital. Capital is not directly given in the question, but we can, when we are writing the journal entry itself, the balancing figure will be the capital. Then October 2nd, bought goods on credit from Sai and Company rupees 20,000. Third transaction, October 3rd, sold goods for cash to Messrs. D and Company. Goods for cash meaning the name of the party is not important. That you have to remember. We are rating it as a cash transaction. Rupees 4,000. Next is sold goods to Messrs. Nair and Company on credit rupees 10,000. October 4th. October 5th, received from Mrs. Nair and Company in full settlement of the amount due on October 1st 14,500. October 1st value was 15,000. Now we are full settlement, we are accepting 14,500. So we are allowing a discount of 500. So discount allowed and discount received we will be writing separately. That you have to remember. Now October 6th, payment made to Sai and Company by check rupees 2,750 and they allowed discount of rupees 250. That meaning discount received. So discount received and discount allowed. When the firm is allowing somebody the discount, it's discount allowed. When the firm is getting, it will be discount received. So both will have different treatment. So we have to enter that. Now October 9th, old furniture sold for cash rupees 10,000. Next is October 10th, bought goods for cash rupees 7,500. October 11th, Messrs. Boss and Company paid us by check rupees 25,000 and the check was deposited in the bank. One thing you have to remember, I have mentioned in the notes also, check received is considered as cash received. So after doing the problem, important points I have mentioned. In that I have mentioned this. Discount allowed, discount received, check received is considered as cash received. Now October 11th, paid for repairs to machinery rupees 1,000. October 13th, bought goods from Messrs. Sai and Company rupees 10,000, paid for carriage of this goods rupees 500. October 16th, received check from Messrs. Nair and Company rupees 9,500 and deposited the check in the bank. Discount allowed to them is rupees 500. Again discount allowed. Now October 17th, paid check to Messrs. Sai and Company rupees 10,000. Next is October 18th, Mrs. Nair and Company's check was returned dishonored. See, when check is returned dishonored, we have to remember that the discount allowed also, we will reverse the transaction. Otherwise, it will not tally. So that you have to remember, check returned, when we are reversing the transaction, the discount allowed also will be reversed. So October 19th, sold goods for cash to Appu, rupees 6,000. Here also the name of the person is not important. Just to confuse the students, we are giving the name of the person. When we are doing a credit transaction only, name of the person is important. Cash sales meaning we will consider the cash transaction only. October 20th, cash deposited in the bank rupees 5,000. October 21st, paid municipal tax as cash rupees 1,000. October 22nd, took loan from Canara Bank rupees 1 lakh. October 23rd, old newspapers sold for rupees 200. That we will write as sundry receipts. We will not write as old newspapers, sundry receipts. All this Small things they will sell, and whatever they will get, they will keep it as sundry receipts. All the expenses I told you once in the one module I have mentioned that stationery, postage, telegram, everything we will combine and we will put it in one heading. So that is the sundry expenses. Similarly, sundry receipts are there. When you are getting small income, you will put everything in one head. Next is October 24th, paid for advertisement rupees 1000. October 25th, paid rent by check rupees 1500. October 26th, paid salary for the month rupees 3000. October 27th, drew out of bank for private use 2500. That is drawings. So now we are going to do the journal transactions. So the first transaction I told you, the difference between assets and liabilities will be the capital. So the first transaction, cash in hand debtor 2000, cash at bank debtor to 68,000, stock account debtor 40,000, plant and machinery account debtor 1 lakh, furniture and fixtures debtor 10,000, Messrs. Nair and Company account debtor 15,000, Messrs. Boss and Company account debtor 25,000, to bank loan account liabilities, bank loan account 50,000, Sai and Company's account 20,000. So the difference between assets and liabilities will be the capital. So we are getting capital value 1,90,000. Next is purchases account debtor to Sai and Company account 10,000. It's a credit transaction, so we are using the name of the party. Next is cash account debtor to sales account. It's cash sales 4,000. Next is Nair and Company's account debtor to sales account. It's a credit transaction. That is why we are using the name of the party 10,000. Now cash account debtor 14,500. Discount allowed. Firm is allowing discount to the party. So discount allowed 500 to Mrs. Nair and Company account 15,000. Next is Mrs. Sai and Company's account debtor 10,000 to cash account 9,750 to discount received. Discount received is an income for the firm. Their suppliers are allowing discount. So it is 250. Now cash account, next transaction is cash account debtor to furniture and fixtures 10,000. Furniture and fixtures purchased for 10,000. Next is purchases account debtor to cash account. So it's a cash purchases 7,500. Next is cash account debtor to Messrs. Boss and Company account 25,000. Cash received from Boss and Company. Next is bank account debtor to cash account. So check received from the party deposited in the bank. Check received is considered as cash received. That is the transaction bank account debtor to cash account 25,000. Next is repairs to machinery account debtor to cash account 1,000. Repairs made for the machinery. Now purchases account debtor to Sai and Company's account 10,000. Goods purchased from Sai and Company. This is a credit transaction, so we have to use the name of the party. Now carriage inwards. So another thing you have to remember, carriage inwards and carriage outwards. Carriage inwards meaning it's related to purchases. That will be adjusted in the trading account, because carriage outwards is related to sales. It will go to profit and loss account. So these two items have to be treated separately. This is another thing. I told you 2-3 things. One is discount allowed and discount received. Check received is considered as cash received. Then another thing you have to remember, carriage inwards and carriage outwards we have to consider. That should be separately, and sundry expenses and sundry receipts I told you. So these points you have to remember. So next is Mr. Nair and Company's account debtor 10,000 to bank account 9,500 to discount allowed account 500. This is what I told you. The check submitted by Nair and Company is dishonored. So we are reversing the transaction. When we are reversing the bank value, we are reversing the discount allowed also. Otherwise, the double entry system cannot be fulfilled. So we have to remember that when you are reversing the transaction, the discount allowed also should be reversed. Now cash account debtor to sales. Cash sales 6,000. Next is bank account debtor to cash account 5,000. Cash deposited in the bank. Next is municipal taxes account debtor to cash 1,000. Municipal taxes paid. Next is bank account to bank loan account 1 lakh. Bank loan taken from the Canara Bank. Next is cash account debtor to sundry receipts. Sundry receipts I told you, the old newspaper sold for 200 rupees. Next is advertisement expenses to cash account. Advertisement expenses paid as cash 1,000. Rent account debtor to bank. Rent paid by check 1,500. Salaries account debtor to cash account 3,000. Salary paid for the month as cash. Now last one is transaction drawings. So when a proprietor is taking money from the business for personal use, it's drawings. So drawings, now he's taking money from the bank. So drawings account debted to bank account 2,500. Now the notes I have given, discount allowed and discount received should be specially mentioned in the ledger accounts, and special ledger accounts are prepared for the same. It's not same. One is discount allowed by the firm. Second one is discount received. Suppliers are allowing discount for the firm. Second point I already told you, check received is considered as cash received. Now carriage inwards and carriage outwards. Carriage inwards is related to purchases, carriage outwards is related to sales. So carriage inwards will be and direct expense, it will be considered in the trading account. Carriage outwards will be considered in the sales account, in the profit and loss account. So these items should be separately treated. Now when a check is deposited in the bank, we are considering it as cash received. If it's dishonored, we will reverse the entry. We have seen that in the journal entry also. Next is bank loan received from bank. Journal entry is debiting bank account and crediting bank loan account. So these are the points you have to remember, and already we have journalized all the transactions. So now the next module, what we are going to do, we will write all the ledger accounts and we will take the trial balance also. So this is an important topic and you have to learn that, and I'll be doing extra problems I'll be giving in the description box. You have to do the extra problems. So this is what I want to explain in this module. So happy learning and give me valuable suggestions and feedback, and happy learning with Dr. Alice Mani. Thank you.